I gave the concrete a couple days to cure and then stripped all the forms. By then we were ready to start stacking blocks.
Lowe's had the best price on blocks by far, so I bought out every block they had from 3 different locations. I had to get more rebar too to go horizontally between every other row of blocks. Then I had to make a second trip to get the mortar because I couldn't fit it all on one trailer. We used my dad's little 4-wheel drive pickup truck to get the blocks closer, but we still had to carry them pretty far by hand. We set them along the backside of the footing where the masons could grab them pretty easy while they were working, but we still ended up having to move the blocks twice. We forgot to leave a space every 5 feet for the mud boards. My friend Jose is a mason and he builds block walls like this all the time. Jose really knew what he was doing. He came out with one other guy and they finished the wall in a day and a half. We mixed up the mortar at each end of the wall and then carried it into place using 5-gallon buckets. Jose had the mud boards spread out about every 10 feet so that there was always mortar within arm's reach. The maximum height of the exposed wall could only be 6 feet, but there was nothing in the plans to determine where each row of blocks would step down. So we just used line of sight and had the wall step down with the hill's natural slope. Once we passed the second rebar inspection, we were ready to fill the wall with concrete. I called Josh again at GCCI Concrete Pumping. He came back out to pump the concrete into the wall. Just like before, he strung his hoses out to the farthest end of the wall. That way he could just disconnect sections of hoses as we worked our way out of the corner. I called A&A and they came through again. Even with a concrete shortage, they were able to get me a truck with only a few days' notice. Just like before, I ordered the concrete with about a 5-inch slump. It took 4 people to fill the wall with concrete. 2 people manning the concrete pump, 1 person running the concrete vibrator, and then a 4th person finishing the concrete behind the vibrator. It only took about 8 yards to fill the wall, and we did it in about an hour. As soon as we were done, we picked up all our tools and we were out of there by 10 o'clock. Hey, if you liked that video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. And I got a lot more stuff coming, so don't forget to subscribe. Also, hit that bell down below so you know when I post the next one.